Alley up. There we go. Perfect. Let me just lift that nice and high. Right. In the last episode, we were looking at the script that I've lost. Here it is. I don't really think I had much to say. What we were saying in the last episode is... this is a whole page of script. It's just like half a day's work writing one of these that I didn't put in because I ran out of time. And I don't know where... I think we got up to... I was doing like a dramatic reading. Honestly, I've never been relaxed. Yeah, so the bit I was talking about here is how VR makes you very relaxed. You have a good time. Very chill. Not too stressful. So where was I up to? I think I was here. I was basically saying, you know, have you ever been stressed? Do you ever have a bad day? And I'd be like, honestly, though, I've never been so relaxed in my life, bar the constant fear of dying alone in space in the center of a sun. And this is true of all VR games, but this one especially. You can't think about anything else. This game is just too all-encompassing. When you play Elite Dangerous VR, all your worries melt away and you are one with your spacey ways. And this was before, and then I showed Kevin Spacey like floating out into space. I never edited any of this together. I just did the audio. And this was before Kevin Spacey did all those awful things, or was accused of doing. I don't know if there's any anything has been proven, but that's nothing. This is not about that. I threw a lot of jokes in there. Did I? But in all seriousness, VR could be used to treat genuine anxiety. The way it makes you relax is like nothing I've experienced. I think Beat Saber has caught on so much because, and this was before I'd ever played Beat Saber, because it is, you exercise, it's very distracting, it's very fun. It would treat, I reckon it could be used to treat anxiety. I think a lot of people do use it for that. I need to play more because it helps, you know, when I'm stressed out, because it's great. You get exercise. And, oh God, Computer Master says, oh, by the way, Matt, I got an index last night and you absolutely love it. Can you send it to me so I can review it? I'll give you a lot of money because I can't fucking get hold of one. I would love to try it and see if I do a video on it and review it, but I'm going to do Minecraft now instead, which I think will do really well anyway. I'm going to do Minecraft VR as my next video. But anyway, sorry. So there you go. So I don't want to read all of this because it's a bit boring just having me read. And it's me just sort of elaborating and talking about how it's perfect. Yeah, so that's fine. We don't need to read any more of that. It's just interesting that so much got cut out of this video. The video was meant to be another like 2 or 3 minutes long. It's so funny. Right, here we go. Cool. Well, what I had in mind for the indexes was I was going to re-review a lot of my old games. But I hear, even though it's really good, I hear it's not like mind-blowingly good, but I could be wrong. Anyway, let's watch this. Let's see what we're up to. So we're at step 4, the size. Which is about the size of the game, which is very big. I mean, this game is quite interesting because it's just a load of different sectors that load. You know, you say, oh, you're traveling over here, so you can't fly between sectors because when you jump, it's like when you jump from one star to another, it's a loading screen. So basically just jumping between different servers, which in of themselves are a location around the sun. You know, it's not all interconnected, it's just different areas that you jump to, I believe. Let's go.
Have you ever been on the motorway for hours and hours?
Oh, what's the audio like? Is that too quiet? Am I too loud? What are we saying here? That little bit I played there, how was that? Sorry, guys, who are not listening this live. Is it a little bit too quiet? I'll play it again.
Then come off a slip road and tried to turn
compared to how I'm speaking now.
You're still going 45 miles an hour because you've lost all reference of speed. On the motorway for commands.
How was that? You find video quiet. Cool, I'll turn it up.
Have you ever been on the motorway for hours and hours, then
How
come off
about
a slip road and tried to turn a...
Any higher? Any lower? I'm just giving everyone a chance to catch up. I think that's fine. I'll turn it up slightly more, and then if it's too loud, you can tell me to turn it down. Right, here we go. So, I'll move my mic away from me just a tiny bit. Perfect. Right, I'll turn it down. There we go. That should be good. Okay, so this joke here, I know exactly where I stole this joke from, and it's a really good joke. And I haven't stolen it again. This is just more like I got the idea from somewhere else. I got the idea from Top Gear. I think I said. I'll show you it anyway.
Corner, only to find you're still going 45 miles an hour because you've lost all reference to the road and tried to on the motorway for hours.
Okay, here we go. Sorry.
Have you ever been on the motorway for hours and hours, then come off a slip road and tried to turn a corner, only to find you're still going 45 miles an hour because you've lost all reference of speed?
I don't think I spoke about this in the last episode. No, I don't think I did. So what that was about was there's an episode of Top Gear where James May is talking about when he drove the Bugatti Veyron, I think, which is the fastest at the time, was basically the fastest road car that had ever been made. And he was talking about like he was like traveling the distance of a football pitch every second while he was going around this track because he was going so fast. And then when he was back in the studio, he said, "Oh, it was." When he was back in the studio, he was saying like, I started to slow down in the Bugatti Veyron, after using it for about an hour, and he kind of broke almost the land speed record or something in a car. And then he was like, "Oh, so I was slowing down to get out, and then I was just slowing down, and I popped my leg out as I was slowing down, and I realized that I was still going like 50 miles an hour because he had been going so fast, and that's where I got that from." And I used that a lot, kind of. And that's not really a joke as such. It was just something that happened, whereas I'm sort of adapting that to this sort of situation, whereas instead of going at like 150 or whatever he was going, we're going at the speed of light. So when I slow down to pop my leg out, I'm still going like 10 times the speed of light because you go so fast. But there you go. And I use that a lot in this video.
I sometimes try and stop in Elite Dangerous only to find I'm traveling at twice the speed of light. I literally overshoot stopping at planets by the Earth's distance from the moon almost every single time.
Because when people have complained about this in the video, but when slow down comes up, if you haven't started slowing down, it's too late. I'm fairly sure, a lot of people know a lot more about this game than me, but that's what I've found. You have to have already started to slow down. If you see that and you're still going with the throttle up, you're going to miss it. So everyone's like, "Oh, he couldn't even pay attention to the slow down sign." And that isn't much help. So there you go. So it's not my fault, fuckers. Yeah.
Or the opposite happens and I see a planet nearby and think I'll just pop on over there, and the ship tells me I'm 2 fucking years away, because here's a pro tip. Being able to see a planet doesn't mean it's nearby.
Yeah, I like that a lot about this game, because when you're like, because it does, like you see that and you're like, "Oh, I'll just go over there," but obviously I'd have to travel at the speed of light for 4 seconds. So, just to get there, so it's very far away. In the chat, people are saying, I thought you were British that you're using miles per hour. We don't. I think like we use metric or whatever the fucking thing is, unlike the Americans. We have a comment. Slow down isn't telling you to slow down. It's informing you that a gravity well is slowing your ship down. Jesus Christ, this game is complicated. In Britain, we tend to use SI units for a lot of things, like the scientific versions of things. But we don't for distance generally. We don't really like kilometers will come up, but no one like uses it in like lingo linguistics. That's not right. In language, we don't use it. But we'll use kilograms, which is I think the only way to measure weight personally. But there you go. Because kilograms, when you start, that's what I don't quite understand. When Americans study physics, surely they'd have to use kilograms, because you have to use kilograms. You can't use pounds. You can't even use grams when you're doing physics. You have to use kilograms. It's the same with chemistry, surely, because unless you do like pound per mole, I wouldn't imagine you would, though. I imagine you would do grams per mole. But anyway, never mind. I'm just getting carried away now.
Bye. In Elite Dangerous, I'm ready to pop my leg out and have a little stretch around, only to find I'm the fastest moving being in the universe.
Oh, he stole it. Now you all know. Look at that. That's almost exactly what James May said when he was like, "Oh, I was ready to pop my leg out, but I was going 50 miles an hour. Adapted." What a cheat I am. What a fucking cheat. It would be funny if America switched to metric. I'm sure everyone would be very happy about that.
The way speed, momentum, and scale work in this game is exactly how you would...
So this is the bit that... I was recently at the Google... I've mentioned this in the last episode, but this is the exact bit when I was at the Google place, and I gave them very, very specific instructions that when I go up to do the talk at my panel, I'll show you exactly what I want to play. I think I might have mentioned this, but this upset me a lot. So from here...
Find I'm the fastest moving being in the universe.
Now...
The way speed, momentum, and scale work in this game is exactly how you would imagine it to work within the context of space travel. Brake slightly too late and you'll miss the planet by a couple of light seconds, which unfortunately equates to over 600,000 miles. It's the real-life equivalent of braking too late for a petrol station and accidentally colliding with Asia.
So that joke ended me in front of a panel of about fucking 70 people. Everyone watching my video play while I sat there nervously, like, I gave them that exact clip because I thought that summed up my channel quite well.
For a petrol station and accidentally colliding with.
And then it stopped there, and then the video just stopped playing. They'd cut out the words colliding with Asia, which is the punchline. So I sat there like that was meant to be a joke. It never finished, and everyone was like, oh. And then I like had to retell the joke like using the microphone, and everyone, I think, politely laughed. So there you go. And that's Google for you. I get invited to a talk at Google, and and they fuck up my introduction. I also wasn't on the guest list. They forgot to put me on, so I had to fucking go through security to actually get into my own bloody talk. Anyway, continue. I like that joke. That joke, interestingly, I put that in because I felt like I had been talking for too long, and I hadn't told a joke, and I was like... And I just sat down. I was like, right, we're going to sit down and we're going to write a joke, like a specific joke that's not stolen from anywhere, that's sort of an independent, a unique, funny joke. And I just sat down and wrote and just was like, okay. And then I wrote that joke in about 10 seconds. And I was like, this joke is brilliant. Colliding with it. I'm very happy with it, if I do say so myself. So I'm very happy with the colliding with Asia joke, but I never got to... I got my first chance to play it in front of a live audience and they fucked it up. But there you are. Anyway. Let's continue.
With Asia, you start to imagine planets like tennis balls as they come and go so quickly. Then you try and stop at one and it totally engulfs your view in a matter of milliseconds and suddenly becomes bigger than your mum. It's probably the game's biggest...
I really like this whole bit from about 12 minutes to 13:35. I think it's one of the best things I've ever written. And I aren't I great? But I remember writing it and being like, I really like all of this. It was the first time I'd ever really talking about science. On my YouTube channel in like in real terms, and it was really exciting writing it. So I think the comedy flowed quite well because I was really excited. So I'm really happy with this section.
Biggest achievement and lends to why it's so terrifying. You lose all sense of distance, velocity, size, displacement, force. The velocity you go and the distance between planets and the sizes of them never fail to totally throw me off guard, which is why I'm so scared of absentmindedly bashing into a star.
Oh, I think that all flows really nicely. I don't have anything to add to that. I'm just very happy with it because I am all getting up in my own grill about how great I am. I won't do it anymore. Apologies. I'm allowed to like something I've done. I hate all my other videos. Now, I wonder where this back shot is from. Is this a live video or is it a picture?
Into a star.
This I would have taken, I believe, from one of Obsidian Ants? Yes. If you like Elite Dangerous, Obsidian Ant does really good Elite Dangerous videos. If I use footage from his videos now, I request it because he does really lovely shots of things. Me and him have chatted a few times. So I don't steal his footage anymore. But when I was doing this, I just took a bit of footage from his video. So he can demonetize it if he wants, but it's already demonetized, so he won't get a lot. But now I ask for him. Like I say, oh, can I have the footage from this video? And I usually like tweet about him or he's in the description a lot of my videos as well. And that's Obsidian Ant. He does really cool videos on this. Conclusion, but not really. I don't know what that's about.
I spend 20% of my time in this game worrying about xenomorphs. There's a real overlap in the sort of cold mechanical nature between Alien and Elite Dangerous that means every time I think about what's behind me, I start to imagine this.
Fucking hell. Yes, I really do feel that way whenever I turn around. I always think that there's going to be something on the fucking ship. The atmosphere in Elite Dangerous is really very effective. They've done a really good job of making it like very cold, very lifeless. Like your computer is very unfriendly, so you feel very... I guess they might have done that on purpose. You know, it makes you feel very alone because your computer doesn't have any personality whatsoever. It's just a really cold, horrible machine. I don't feel very well.
Honestly, though, I don't think Elite Dangerous Vanilla is my sort of game. I'm mainly interested in games that focus on telling a story that I can interact with and influence as the game unfolds, and that's just...
I don't know if that's true anymore. At the time, I felt that way. As I've said before numerous times, I'll say it very briefly, this is a great game for like listening to podcasts or having like a YouTube video on and stuff like that, and I really do find it very relaxing for that. It depends what you want, really. There's a lot of action in it as well. I had just not really explored the game properly and didn't really understand it as much as I needed to give it a proper conclusion. But that would have taken months because it's such a hard game to get into. But I imagine this is how everyone feels after their first few days of playing it.
just the way that I am. However, as a VR game, I couldn't enjoy Elite Dangerous more. It is the best VR game, simply for providing a mind-blowingly immersive and accurate interpretation of space travel and the universe. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted a game that did this, and it perfectly rekindles that excitement of the unknown when you look into the sky.
I remember, you know, I was saying that I did this whole last 4 or 5 minutes the day the video came out. I remember playing that scene with him looking up into the stars and just like slowing it down so that it would last longer because I just couldn't edit anymore. I was like, I have to finish this video.
Immersive and accurate interpretation of space travel and the universe.
So this whole bit here was meant to be loads of editing and lots of stuff happening, but I just played a clip of this guy.
Since I was a kid, I wanted it.
When I say this guy, his name is Agent K. I can't remember the actor's name, which I'm sure will get everyone very angry.
A game that did this, and it
see
perfectly
it's very
rekindles
long.
that excitement of the unknown when you look into the sky. Men in Black 2 is a terrible movie, but I really like the third one.
I want to review Men in Black 3 so badly on my main YouTube channel. It is one of my favorite movies, and I think it's really underrated. I think it's fucking brilliant. Before you go, let's look at some FTL music and some shots. What's this?
The sound design is incredible, and it contributes enormously to the atmosphere. And
I have no idea why I would have deleted this, but there you go.
I occasionally swap out the game's music with the soundtrack to FTL and Metroid Prime, and they fit so perfectly, it's a dream.
Yes. Yes. It's just FTL's music will work with any space travel because it is the best video game soundtrack ever made. Other than possibly Undertale, but you know. There I am doing my thing. Look at my background. What is that? I've got a graphics card and some folders. I didn't even try. Why is that even up there? That's worth quite a lot of money. Imagine if it fell off. I mean, I assume it's worth a lot of money. I don't know what it is. I think I sold it a long time ago. Anyway, how are we doing? We're near the end of the video and we've got 10 minutes left. How's the chat doing? You're all being very kind. Alien Isolation in VR. Yes, I want to do a video about that. I think I'm going to do a Halloween video this year. What month is it? July, August, September. Yeah, I'm going to try and schedule in a Halloween video where I play Alien Isolation VR, sorry. And I think that'll be really fun. Let's just see what the rest of this is. So it's me doing my thing. I'm such a fucking... There. I wanted to play some Metroid Prime music, but and these are just shots that I recorded for the video that I never got to use. God, this really makes, this is a really good advert for the game. If I go back, imagine if they just like played this. This makes me want to buy the game and I've already bought it. I think we need a collab. I would really like to do. I've been wanting to do. I've done like mini soundscapes, you know, where like it's really my kind of thing. Where I had a production of what am I talking about? The Country Roads. I had like Country Modes made. You know, I put together a song with my fiance. And did a bit of a soundscape with that, but I'd like to do a whole video with something like Elite Dangerous and like a cool piece of music playing. But it's just, you know, stuff like that takes a long time, and the video only ends up being like 2 minutes long, so it doesn't make any ad revenue, and I would rather be making like a 10-minute video, so it's hard to know exactly what to do. But there you go. Anyway, we have some time. I finished this early. We might as well just start the next video, which... Oh, there's H-Bomber guy. What's my next video? Is it New Vegas? It can't be New Vegas. Surely not. Let's go to my channel and have a look.
Captain,
no, shut up. I've already heard that video. I should delete this video. This was a mistake uploading that. All right. It's Fallout 4 VR is not a nightmare, which is my... Oh, these two have got the same amount of views, which is my fourth most viewed video. No, Skyrim got more. Goodness me. This video did so well. Oh, wait, have I gone the wrong way? Wait. We've seen Gorn. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, let's
near
go
where
back.
you...
I haven't seen this video since I've made it, so This is going to be interesting. So we'll start this one. We won't get very far. We've got like 6 or 7 minutes to do this. So are we ready? So I really want to do... It's not starting. I really want to review Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas. Well, YouTube shows me ads on my own video because this video is demonetized. Should we have a little look at all my demonetized videos? I know we shouldn't do this, but let's just have a look. Let's see how they're doing. Dear. I don't know why I'm doing this. You helped me already. So we have Blade and Sorcery, Existence is a Nightmare, Killing Every Animal, Bob Ross, Fallout 76. Ineligible. The copyright owner is allowing its use by showing ads on this video. I don't even know what... Ineligible! I've never seen that before. Beat Saber, Skyrim, Fallout, Elite Dangerous, Gorn, Crippled Limbs, and Gordon Ramsay, both of them. What does that mean? Ineligible? Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this. I just got carried away. The copyright owner is allowing its use by showing ads on the video. Okay, well, that's quite scary. Let's go back. Let's get away from that. Yeah, so basically all of my videos... ineligible. The copyright. What is that? I shouldn't show that live. Shouldn't show you those details. Won't worry about that. I'll look at that later. Anyway, this is why I have a Patreon, and I thank you all. This is why my life. I wouldn't be able to make videos if it wasn't for my Patreon. It would all be over. So thank you all so much for your support. It would really have all ended a few months ago because they all got demonetized on the same day. Anyway. Let's go. Sorry, that wasn't me complaining. I got carried away there. I don't want you to think I'm just like, ugh. Because to be perfectly honest with you, I've got to the stage where to buy the props and to hire my editor and to hire the spaces I use and all that sort of stuff, the ad revenue doesn't even nearly cover. Each video makes about $600-700 now. And the videos cost way more than that to make, so it's not that big a deal, really. The Patreon is what really supports me, so thank you all very much. Let's watch this. Sorry, I'm just kind of reluctant to start this, I guess, because we're on a different. But let's just start. Right, play.
So I'll go over there and brilliant work again, Bethesda. Great. Hey there, little guy. Are you trapped in the ground? Maybe I can help. Oh, not again!
Now I feel really bad that maybe I put him in the ground. Did I put him in the ground? Oh, you guys are very kind. Let me give you a heart back. I don't think I put him in the ground. I sometimes fuck up the game on purpose for jokes, but I don't think I did that. So this was back when I put a joke at the start of every one of my videos, and I'm going to try and start doing this again because I think this is a really good way to start a video with like quite a specific sketch because it's very eye-catching. It's a joke, so we start with comedy rather than sort of it building as the video goes on. I'm going to try and do one of those for my Mario videos. When I used to do this, I used to make the whole video and then sit down, and as making it, like basically what would have been happening is I would have been recording footage for the video, and I would have found him in there and then been like, oh, okay, this would make a good starting joke. So those jokes were sort of made as the process went on. Everything I don't think I put him in the ground. I think I kind of walked up to him and found him in there, and that's how I did that. And I learned how to pronounce that the other day, but I still can't.
Yes, I did it! Oh, for fuck's sake! Lord knows Fallout 4 VR has some problems, and it does have some problems. Why does this keep happening?
Now, that happened. Ha 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 ha. Actually, I remember now. So, this scene.
So I'll go over there and
finding that and finding...
Lord knows Fallout 4 VR has some problems, and it does have some problems. Why does
that happen? Because around this time I was trying to make Let's Plays, and the only Let's Play I have officially made and put on the channel is the one you've seen, which is the what's it called? Killing Every Animal in Red Dead Redemption. I don't like that video, and I regret making it. I just don't like Let's Plays. I just don't like making them, and I don't like how they turn out. I want to spend my time making scripted, funny videos because I don't like the live stuff. I don't mind live me in front of the camera. I think that can be quite funny, but I don't like microphone Let's Playing edited down and put on YouTube. I don't think it's worth my time. Thank you. Someone's told me I can change the frames one by one. But So what I was doing was, at this stage, I had just made the Elite Dangerous video, and I was like, okay, I want to make a quick video, because that Elite Dangerous video almost killed me, because I'd spent a whole like day making 5 minutes of the video, and I wanted to cry. So I tried to make one of these. So basically, I played this Fallout 4 VR for about 6 or 7 hours, just recording every bit of footage I did with a wireless mic on me. And then this is all the footage that I collected. I think that's how it worked. I might have been like halfway through working on this video, and then I was like, okay, today I'll record the Let's Play. I'm in the mood to do that. And then I recorded all this footage, found all these glitches, and decided not to make the Let's Plays and put the footage within the review. And I'm glad I did that. I think, you know, this video's got 3.3 million views. I don't think a Let's Play would have got that many, but you never know. I just think this is a better style. I don't know. It takes so long for me to make anything that I might as well make really high production stuff. I've come to the conclusion. I can't make a like that. My Red Dead Redemption Let's Play took me a week to make. So, you know, it's not worth the time. I would rather spend that time making a production video. Anyway, sorry, getting carried away. So that was how I found that. I was recording like for a Let's Play, and I saw her in the ground.
Does this keep happening? But behind all of this is some very genuine innovation that gives Fallout 4 VR its own feel, its own flavor, its own recipe for success. It needs more pepper.
Sorry, I laughed into the mic. Sorry, it's too loud. Oh dear. I'm bringing that pepper joke back. This exact pepper joke is going to be in my next video, but I'm going to make the pepper huge, and I'm going to be like waving it around. People really like this joke. I get a lot of people messaging me, it needs more pepper, in my DMs. I don't know why this one caught on as much as everything else. And this is another example of a joke that just like the Asia joke, this joke I sat down and was like, I am going to write an extra joke because I do not like this scene. Like, I had already recorded all the audio. I then listened to it back and was like, there's not enough jokes here, so I wrote it needs more pepper. So that's another example of just like adding. I think because basically I sat down with a concerted effort to write one joke, and so that joke ended up quite good, I guess. I don't know how it happened.
Pepper. And for a game that's half broken.
I think this is a little bit unfair. I used this shot a lot.
Half broken.
In this video. This specific area just glitched out like fuck. And when all I had to do was leave and come back. I mean, it's a real glitch that happened. It's just I kept showing it because it was so fucking ridiculous. But this didn't happen in anywhere else in the game. This was just like a really glitchy area that I found that when I left and came back, it fixed itself. More pepper.
Broken. I didn't really like in the first.
I put so much effort into this video. There are so many jokes. Me stabbing him in the head, me putting pepper on there,
very genuine
me
innovation
eating the tomato,
VR, its own
doing that,
its own
doing the
flavor.
tomato. This is all stuff that is not necessary, but is in the video just to make it better. But I've stopped doing a lot of stuff like this just because it's so much work. Because not only have I had to write the script, write the jokes, and edit the jokes together, I'm also adding jokes where there are no jokes being said. It's such a hilarious amount of work, and if I was making videos like this, it would take me about I'd say about 8 weeks to make this video, because the amount of work in this video is just ridiculous. But at the time, I just stopped sleeping because I wanted to become big on YouTube, and it was happening. So I was like, this was like the 6-month period where I was just like, "Dah!" and just didn't stop, and I would die if I continued that. So I can't really make videos like this exactly anymore, and it makes me a bit sad. But it would make me ill making videos like this. I just couldn't do it. So unfortunately, this is like a golden era of my videos that I can't recreate. But I'm instead kind of focusing on production, high production value in front of the camera, rather than high production value within the editing of the videos, if you see what I mean. But I still, I do bits like this, but not to this degree. This is insane.
Its own recipe for success. It needs more pepper. And for a game that's half broken, I didn't really like in the first place, and I've already spent over 100,000 hours playing, I'd say that's quite a fucking achievement. But look, talking about all the reasons a game is good is less interesting than hearing someone complain about it. You see, your brain is programmed to more readily pick up, listen, and remember negativity.
That's true as well, because the reason this is gonna be the last point, and then we'll stop. The reason that is because we had to evolve to if something bad happens. I don't know if you can see this. There's a mouse in the bottom. Let me move it up a little bit. You probably can't quite see it as well as me, but my mouse is here because I haven't pushed it off the screen properly. Because this is back when I recorded on my bed. I had to put everything on because I had no space to play VR, so I did all this in my bedroom, because this was before I had a an office, because obviously this was just starting out. So I all like my monitor, my computer, the Vive, it was all on the bed because there was no room, and I would play VR and record this, so I'd have to move it every time I wanted to record VR. And so the mouse, what would happen is I'd push it, and then because it was on the bed, it would slowly like slide back onto the screen, so you can see it down there. So it was a very trying time for me. But there you go. Anyway, what was the point I was going to make here? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the brain. Yeah. So when we were evolving, if something good happened, our brains are like, oh, that was pretty good. But then when something bad happened, it'd be like, this is danger. Bad things are danger. You must remember this for the rest of your life, which is why our lives are such a living nightmare. So, Computer Master says, douchebag, noun, person who brags about how large his house is. Who would have said that? That was from my Gorn video, isn't it? We have an encyclopedic knowledge of my videos. You're true fans. Right, so we're going to stop there. And what we're going to do is... oh, God, I'm late for my other stream. Shit, right, I'm going to go stream on my other YouTube channel right now. I'm going to stream Fallout 3. I'm going to be really quick. So thank you all for watching, because I'm late for my other one. I hope you all have lovely faces for the rest of your lives, which I'm sure you will, because you've got lovely faces now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Bye, everyone.